Ad Hoc has finally released a demo, and I'm going to admit it was poor timing for me. I was originally going to write the Dark Suit Part 2 script for this week, and that was going to be this week's video, but now that the Dispatch demo's come out, I kind of, I have to play it. It is a soft launch, mind you, so they haven't advertised entirely that this demo has been released. They only really put it on their Discord. The glasses will be sitting here for now because I need to be able to see the screen while I play. Alright, we got the main menu, and I will say that there was something playing on that television just a second ago. Also, I don't know if this is streamer friendly. In Dispatch, you play as Robert, a fallen superhero formerly known as Mecha Man. Having lost his mech suit in battle, he is recruited to join SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, as a dispatcher. In this section of the game, Robert has just arrived for his first day at SDN. So it seems like it's not like a story demo, it's just, well, it's probably got story in it, but it's kind of just skimming to a specific part of the game. Also, it is loud for me. I can change that later on while I'm editing. Oh. We got some people in the, we're seeing a lot of the same cast we saw on the trailer.
We're not the highest profile branch in the network, but we've got what makes the real difference. Great people. Some of them aren't even people, and they're still great. One of the 3 copiers on this floor. Fax, scan, does literally everything. Documentation, one of the 3 Ds at SDN. There tends to be a healthy amount of paperwork. I used to call it triple Ds, but I was informed that had a different connotation.
3 Ds?
I can do it with WAC.
Documentation, diversity is the 3rd. Not in terms of priority, of course. Yep, we're all about diversity. Lana
That guy looks like an
works in the
alien.
mailroom, from a different galaxy altogether.
So,
And then
okay,
there's Galen,
this
way
is
back
opening
there.
up
Born with super
a lot.
hearing. He's from, I want to say...
Florida.
Florida, of course. Florida man over there. Hey, easy
Oh, no.
on the bath salts.
That was one guy. Hey, speaking of bath, where is the,
Oh, need a bio break?
excuse me?
Restroom. I mean, it's right over there. Sorry. At work, I tend to get a little
Corny.
corporate, Dick. Meet me in the records room when you're
fuck?
done. If you get lost, look for the door that says records room.
I can't tell if he's got his shirt tucked or if his shirt's just funnily built. Low on one end, high on the other. This guy's immediately broken
Bruh, I almost
restroom
wet my
etiquette.
pants.
He's not even using his
What's
hands!
up, people talking about? What's up, bro? My auntie named me Roy, but people call me Roy.
Give him a bro fist, even while you're pissing.
Right.
It's very
Good to meet you, bro.
disgusting, but
Likewise.
why isn't he using his hand?
So roid, like steroid?
Huh? Hell no, brother. No, cuz. Listen. The 2 other guys here, they go by the name Roy. So I think it's like, we go scrap, we go ground, I bust you up, and then, you got Roy. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I think.
Right. These are obviously
That's why they call me Roy?
pre-op.
Like I'm on steroids. But they think I'm some kind of a juice head. They think I'm not natty, bro. They think Roy's not natty.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding, man. Just making jokes about your name and the shitter.
Fuck.
Whatever. I don't care.
That's, yeah, Nokia is probably best. Nice meeting you, Royd, even if it was while we were both holding our dicks.
You one funny bugger. Mecha man.
Ooh. Sore subject. Or was it meant to be a secret?
Okay, so I was worried about your unwashed hand, but now I'm worried that everyone here knows who I am.
Nah, brother. It's Kapu. Need to know basis and Roy need to know. I don't want to come pick up your soup or fix them for the SDN.
Cool. You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro. I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake,
That's-
I just do like this.
That is absolutely nasty, bro. What the hell? They do seem to
Can you
animate
show
it.
me again? I don't think I got it.
Like, I don't think this is like in-game rendering. At least I don't think it is.
Holy
Like, video doesn't seem to think it is.
freckle-faced fuck?
What the hell?
That's an aggressive way to greet someone.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
That's the idea.
Do I know you?
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Why you all tense? What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be
I
that
don't know. I
as it
don't.
may,
I'm not great with
still
hugs from
confused.
strangers.
Oh, right, because I'm old as shit. How about this? This jog your memory?
Track star? Holy shit!
Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know? Oh, and hey, they call me Chase around here, so keep it, you know.
Sure, right. Yeah, Chase.
It's been what, 10, 15 years?
So everyone
really
has
been that long?
superpowers here.
Yeah, I reached out to this little pissant when his dad passed. Then he got to ducking me like he owed me money.
I was in a weird place.
Oh,
I understand, kid.
everyone has
It was
superpowers
tough on all of
besides
us,
him.
so I can't imagine what you went through.
Yeah, so what's up? You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
Sorry. I never noticed.
Fucker. It's the powers.
I like him. I like
Move
him
50
a lot.
times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers. Nowadays, I'm moving slower than frozen piss to keep the old ticker.
I
from
am wondering
popping off.
how old is he?
Then how old are you really?
I turned 39 a few months ago. Went to Dave and Buster's. Shit was lit.
So I guess this means you're the one person I can't complain to about losing my suit.
You better not.
I don't think
would
I'm gonna even
resurrect
need
and
my
re-kill
mouse.
your fucking father
Like, I thought
in
I had
front of
to
you if it meant
know.
being able to use my powers again.
That was fucked up.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously, I'd let Robert have one last "I love you" before I extinguished the light from his eyes.
Was he always like this?
Yes, actually.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to your team of losers.
I will say there's a lot of swearing for Chase. I'm wondering if that's it for all the
Now, if I'm
characters.
being honest, I thought and still think we should have canned these tunas months ago.
And you might get
We
your
might
wish.
need a mouse
'Cause
soon.
If we don't see improvements
Yeah, here we
soon,
go.
the whole program will be scrapped.
Cool. No pressure.
I want to open everything that I'm not allowed to open. We got some random numbers up here.
Sonar here was a Harvard graduate
Hey there,
Who
guys.
will not shut the fuck up about being a Harvard graduate, like all Harvard graduates.
who also orchestrated some of the most effective Silicon Valley investment frauds in U.S. history.
Age 32.
Also, sometimes he transforms into a fucking bat monster that would eat you ass first after he emptied your pension plan.
Right. So yeah, it does seem to be like a vampire werewolf type bat, like I had thought. He's got a monster graph. Oh, he like swaps between them. His monster still wears a tie. That's kind of cool. Age 32, height 6 foot. Not at all Moist Critical's real height. Abilities: bat physiology. I said psychology. I know. Flight. Birthplace: San Francisco. Transform into a giant bat. Highly intelligent. Addicted to a variety of controlled substances. That's not great for him. Then again, I can't see anything. I've got like multiple of these on my desk. I can't say anything. Crimes of embezzlement, extortion, drug possession, fraud, money laundering, perjury, and cyberbullying. Hybrid intellectual. He's kind of neat though. And it helps to learn all these because I'm assuming later on when you make decisions, you're going based off the graph, but you have to do it also based off of the personality of the character too.
Flambe. He
Controls the fire and the flame, and his skin does not burn.
Right, you met him. Didn't you ever run in with him years back?
I did. Yeah.
So you know he's a certifiable dickhead.
That was probably what it was in the trailer. 36 years old, 6'4", pyrokinesis, flame invulnerability, and pyropropulsion. Flame invulnerability. And then there was that snippet where he gets punched in the face and loses a tooth. I don't know. Maybe it's only if he's got fire. Birthplace is in Afghanistan. Has anger issues. Unsurprising history of arson. And designed his own suit. His crimes include arson, assault, and vandalism. Less than sonar. I like how I can like go to and from as well. Then we have Invisigal.
who you met. Turned herself in a few months ago and entered the program on the condition we didn't ask questions.
That's a little suspicious, no?
Suspicious? Really? Of a criminal that turns invisible and doesn't like to answer questions? What tipped you off, Sherlock?
All right, 27, 5'6", invisibility, hand-to-hand combat, Los Angeles, CA. Can become invisible at will, but only while holding her breath. Asthmatic. I knew she was gonna be like something like that. She was holding an asthma puffer. Abrasive, aloof, and Crimes include assault, larceny, and robbery. So I want to point out that this light back here, it might suddenly disappear while I'm recording, because the light that's connected to it is like battery charged. So, yeah.
Here we have coupe, which I recently learned is a French ballet term that means to cut, hence the knives.
That's very clever.
Yeah, but it
I
sounds
knew it.
dumb to say, so everybody calls her Coop. She was an assassin for the mob, then went independent.
Alright. Age unknown, 5'10". Umbra kinetic weaponry. I don't know what that means. Umbra kinetic flight. I don't know what that means. Superhuman accuracy. I'm assuming that's like a kind of like metal control. Birthplace is unknown. Mysterious, deadly, and unapproachable. True kill count, like many things about her, is unknown. Crimes are aggravated assault, extortion, first-degree murder, and kidnapping and stalking. Jacksepticeye.
Carnival strongman who made a deal with a sorceress. She gave him the strength of 10 men. His muscles grew, but his body shrunk.
He's got all the charming brains of a greasy bowling ball.
So there's magic, there's aliens, and there's just base superheroes. So this is like more in line with like Marvel and DC. I thought it was like a The Boys type situation, which I guess it kind of falls into as well. 43 years old, 33'3". Pycnokinesis, I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's something about changing size. Superhuman strength, that makes sense. And durability and pain immunity, makes sense. Birthplace, Ireland. Bio possesses the strength of 10 men and half the 8 of... Possesses the strength of 10 men and half the height of 1. I can't English. Crimes, battery, parole violation, public intoxication, and second-degree murder.
Malevola. Terrifying. She's got a magic sword, and
She
she
doesn't have a-
creates
that's-
portals that allow her to teleport.
Somehow she's still late for every fucking meeting.
Yeah,
Age
I'm pretty sure
33.
she does it on purpose.
Height 6'6.6", because they had to do that. Demon psychology, demon physiology, portal creation, and wound transferal. I wouldn't have placed that last one because they never really depicted it, but that is an interesting power. I don't know if that means wound transferal from her to others or from others to her. Birthplace unknown, possesses a prehensile tail. Sonar's NA sponsor. An atheist. It's a demon. What do you expect? And true crime aficionado. Crimes include assault, burglary, extortion, forgery, kidnapping, and second-degree murder.
That's Golem. He
Golem.
is a construct.
A construct?
Yeah. A bunch of dirt and mud made sentient with magic. I think he's lonely.
Kind of what I was expecting. He looks like he looks like a sweetie. 20 years old. I'm older than this dude. 7'7". I'm smaller than this dude. Morphological being, earth mimicry, regenerative healing. So, clay. Birthplace is unknown. A large mass of clay and dirt, enjoys poetry and basketball, difficulty with squeezing through doors. Crimes, aiding and abetting, disturbing the peace, and vandalism.
Prism, Michigan born and raised.
Her hair is
Power
wild.
weird. She weaponizes light rays or some shit. A lot of this stuff is a guess.
Why does she dress like a pop star?
She's actually super talented.
I thought that would have been roughly her power base. Age 26, 5'4". Photokinesis, photonoise. I'm not even going to try to say that one. Holographic manipulation as well. Birthplace is Flint, Michigan. Bio, 1.3 million followers. Music snob, highly dramatic. Consistently requests a return to her trailer. Crimes include assault, drug possession, DUI, and tax evasion. And for some reason, I think her age is unknown, but the thing in my head keeps imagining these two as like as siblings. What is her eye color? It's brown, but I can imagine maybe power-wise. I don't know. I'll have to get more into the characters to figure out if my theory was semi-true.
Wait, so the Z team, my team, their Phoenix program?
That is correct.
Your own motley crew of dangerous fuck-ups.
We're not looking for miracles, but we'd love one if we could get it. Can you show him his desk?
Sure. What's that arm squeeze about?
Huh?
You want one? Here.
Fuck off. This is you. Pretty sparse, but feel free to decorate.
Yeah. That's a really good password, huh? And this is his first time at the desk, so someone else made this for
older
him.
than you look.
Okay, maybe it's set in modern times. I had assumed it
Wait,
was sometime
so
different.
we're doing this? I haven't even met the team yet.
We did the slideshow.
First of all, that wasn't a slideshow.
Look, we like to start slow. Most people don't make it past the first dispatch. And this is better for everybody's safety.
What do you mean, safety?
You'll be fine. And this here is our
It
little
looks like I
slice
just
of the
licked my
Southland.
lips.
Whenever there's a crisis in the area, we get a call, and guess who answers?
Me.
Exactly. Now put your headset on and introduce yourself to these pricks.
I don't know if this is...
Hey, team. This
I think
is
it's
your
pre-animated.
dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
Tell me that's not your real stuttering, bitch. You can't be this shook on your first day. Come on.
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear.
Most critical.
I saw him in his underwear.
He back in mine.
I like this game already.
But he's got a lot of bruises, which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
Oh, we get it, your email.
Shut the fuck up. Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking
What's
purposes.
this one? Oh, okay. Don't touch that one.
So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of.
In dispatch, your job is to respond to various calls from subscribers, you guys, within the city of Torrance by sending heroes from your team. So it seems that if people subscribe to the service, then they get the ability to have superheroes at hand rather than the police. Which is weird. Not weird bad, but like weird in universe to think about. Heroes will display strengths and weaknesses in the following categories: combat, vigor, intelligence, charisma, and mobility. Alright, so she would be more of a charismatic combatant. Ooh. My voice cracked. It's going to be doing that a little bit throughout the video. Just ignore it, please. When receiving a call, you'll be provided with key information to assist you in setting the best heroes for the job. My son's balloon is stuck in a tree. Can you send someone? Climb a 40-foot tall tree to retrieve a red balloon, and don't make the child cry. Sonar would be too terrifying. Maybe Prism? A lot of these people would make someone cry, even if it's not intentional. What do we got here?
Balloon is stuck
Oh, it's the same one.
Can you send someone?
They need to climb a 40-foot tree, so they're going to have good mobility. And Invisigal has pretty good mobility. So does Coop. But if I had to pick between someone who's a literal assassin and someone who seems pretty nice, I'm gonna pick Invisigal.
Okay.
There you go.
Need to get some steps in anyway.
Lone Wolf revealed. When sent alone, Invisigal reduces travel time and call completion. I didn't realize that they're gonna have perks. This is actually pretty neat. You're gonna have to keep track of their perks as well. What does tab do? Oh, it brings up their things and their unknown perks. That's pretty neat. So everyone has an unknown perk. And I've just figured out hers. Right.
Mr. Vanderstank is requesting a hero for a very important event.
Very high profile
Willem Vanderstank,
ribbon cutting.
certified genius. Literally, he has a certificate.
You aren't a genius if you need a piece of paper that says you're a genius.
You're just jealous. This guy rules.
Right. So yeah, someone who's got charisma and they're high profile. Her charisma's pretty off the charts. I feel like Prism would make sense. He wouldn't. Yeah, this one makes sense to send Prism. I think they're all pre-made for each specific character.
I'll take Wednesday.
Yeah, Jackson.
Steps on Monday.
What are you guys talking about?
We're
Yeah.
taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
Gollum can speak. Gollum can speak. I thought he was gonna have more of like a "Rrrr" type situation. I didn't know he was gonna be like, oh, he is 20. So I got, yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, let's see how he went. Could have been a little bit more charismatic.
Still beats
The
my
balloon
high
got
school
lost.
GPA.
So she would have met the standard for climbing the tree, but she didn't meet the standard for not making the child cry. So they have to meet both standards, not just the one standard. So then realistically, the person I should have sent might have been Flambe? Really?
Oh my god! A bidet is spraying shit everywhere!
Fix the Cole's malfunctioning bidet. How does hacking? How do you hack into someone's bidet? Hold on. Let me fix your plumbing. I just need to get into the root core. Oh, I actually have to... Right. Oh. Easy. Hey. Up, down, left, right, up. Left, right. Up, down, left, right, up. I'm honestly just going off vibes here.
Got it.
It's pretty good. That I was able to do that. Oh, wait, I have to do more stuff. There we go. It's pretty good that I was able to figure out how that puzzle worked without needing a heavy tutorial. Like, there was still tutorial information, but I thought I was going to be stuck there for a while. It's just such a stupid request.
Get these idiots out of my bar before they destroy it. And don't send the flaming asshole. Do you know who
Right,
was
not
on the bar
Flambe.
last night? Mecha Man.
And he kicked Flambe's ass.
Okay.
That was also in one of the snippets.
Kick my ass.
The little shit
he
did
did
not kick my ass.
I think I heard about that.
No, you didn't. Because
No,
it
you
didn't
didn't.
happen, Bob. So we're all going to shut up about it. Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. The heroes are fighting each other at Crypto Night. Break up the brawl diplomatically if possible. So they would need charisma, but they would also probably need vigor or... no, probably not combat. Or intelligence. So it makes sense for Sonar to be sent there. And two of them need to be dealt with. So I'm thinking Sonar and Malavia.
Give him hell.
I'm going to call
Right
her
back
Carlac
at ya.
for personal thing. Because Malevola. Never mind, I can call her Malevola. That was really hard for me to do for some reason. But yeah, that should be good for charisma and intelligence, because they are fighting each other. But it's diplomatic. Oh, wait. Punch up too? But then I'm using a lot of people. We're going to go with Sonar and Punch Up. So a little more critical jacks up guy action.
Bobby, buddy, you made an excellent choice. The only right choice, I'd say.
Boat robbery in progress at the yacht club. Pursue the thieves, they need to be fast, and return the boat in one piece. Fast. Smart, I guess. Coop. I feel like Coop's probably right. One for this
I
one.
can
How
take
did
a
this
stab
go?
at it. Did you get that? I was trying to be funny.
You messed it up, didn't you? Oh!
What's
Wait,
the
how
guy
does this
famous
work?
for? Seemed like a loser to me.
Laugh all you want. Someday, my subconscious will live on in a chip, and your subconscious will be dead.
Cringe. So, I don't know if this means that it's a random thing and it just needs to be able to sit within that locked area for it to succeed. And then if it lands outside of it, you fail. Right. Okay. I had thought that this would work differently. It's still good. But it's a chance thing now.
So what was your read on this Mecha Man guy?
Washed up,
Ooh.
drinking alone.
What's happening
A
here?
robot guy without his robot, I guess.
So, just a guy?
Hear that, Flambe?
She has like a
Got
echoey
your ass
voice.
kicked by just a guy.
All of you. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, these idiots are fighting over the name Fight Man. Let's try giving them new names. Maybe that'll solve it. Prism would have been required for this one, but she was busy doing something else. badass might make them both compete with each other again. Dumbass might make them hate us and get us into a fight, and suggesting they become a dynamic duo. They were fighting in the first place. Maybe it's this one. I'm gonna go for this one. We're gonna hope that they're homies and that this is just a funny fight.
Today, Torrance.
The fight men.
Tomorrow, also Torrance, probably. Like, statistically speaking.
Okay, what's going on with Sonar?
Oh, that, yeah. He kind of randomly turns into a monster sometimes.
Randomly.
We are working on controlling it.
Right, so it's like it's a chance thing as well. Sonar transforms after returning from a call. His intellect swaps with combat, and his charisma swaps with vigor until the next call. So he's an in and out character. That's useful, but also terrifying. You just, man, I'm beat. My head. Ugh. Wow, I used a lot of my intelligence today. Let me just freak the fuck out.
Bombay, you're off route.
What are you doing, Flambe? You're not even meant to be out here doing anything. Why are you going to this one? Never mind.
Fire at a local park has gotten out of control.
Did you start that fire?
Oh.
The fire that's burning 2 blocks from where you're standing. You didn't start that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on break, so how could I know?
Flambe, stop fucking around. I've got enough problems without you making new ones.
Whatever, man.
Send someone durable to prevent further damage and make sure that they're quick before the fire spreads. Hey, Invisigal, I know that you helped grab a balloon before, but how do you feel about stopping a fire?
I'm already going this
As
way.
an asthmatic.
Hey, someone's robbing the museum. I don't know what you do, man. I just started today.
Security systems have been taken over by the robbers so they can be spotted. That would have been great for a Visigal. Avoid motion detectors and apprehend the thieves. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. Fuck it. We're gonna go... We're gonna do that. It's gonna be weird. It's probably not gonna go well, but it's something.
Art is stolen again. Whoop-de-fucking do.
Danny the Bone Zone Diaz here. Today's topic is all about SDN, hiring criminals to protect us. Educate the Bone Zone to SDN's Phoenix program and prove him wrong about Z-Team. I can't send Sonar there. They all have the same level of charisma. But we also need intelligence, and we can't use him anymore. So, go on. Demon Lady. I'm going to call her Demon Lady, because Malevola, I cannot remember off the top of my head, or at least how to pronounce it.
This fucking guy, he conned my ex into some tell-all exclusive.
This isn't going to go well. Does it have to sit...
Report my success.
Oh, is it like a... I'm looking at that, the target thing at the bottom. Does it have to be, like, within the center? And then, because of the way that the triangles are shaped, it bounces into the center? Oh, well. It worked out, so... As far as out of control... Why would you send Flambe to the thing that he caused? This fire is out of control. How should we stop the spread? Use the hose to extinguish the fire. Use your body to smother the flames. I mean... I don't know why this is an option. It's good, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, and then depending on the statistic. Right, okay, yes. Okay, I'm understanding it more and more as we go along.
Here, William Vanderstink needs a security detail. Is it cool if I go? I've been wanting to pitch him some stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly what he's trying to avoid.
It's surprising that he still speaks normally, even in his, like, werebat form. How should we get around the sensors? Hack into the system, which I don't know what that means, but it's something. Weave through the sensors or power through the sensors. I'm going to try this top one because there's a weird thingy bob on it, and I want to figure out what that means. Oh, wait, this is a me thing. I remember now.
Let's see if I can do this.
What's this way? Right, okay. I'm assuming that if I hadn't have done that, the villains would have attempted to steal it.
Exhibit A is back online.
Boom. Easy peasy.
Okay,
Lemon on that squeezy.
Don't be jealous. It's okay.
Alright. Level up. Prism has an upgrade. Now navigate to the new upgrade. Oh, this one. It's right above where it was saying. Every rank up earns your hero a skill point. They're used for increasing stats. Right. What does she need the most? Because I always want to, like, level out their statistics, but then that's going to be, like, they're all going to end up acting the same, so I should probably have each of them do a certain performance. I'm going to say that she can be a charismatic character. Okay, cool. Level up in charisma. 2 competing calls appeared. You can only choose one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mo means no, so this one's going to get the benefit.
We're going to need you to protect Mr. Vanderstank from the Vanderstanker fan club.
Once you dispatch your heroes, the other call will disappear. Do I get to have the choice of seeing what the other call was? I don't think so. Okay. You must protect Vanderstank from the Vanderstank fan club. It would make sense to send him because he's a brawler, but they both have the exact same stats. The only difference is that one's an actual person, the other one's a golem. So I'm going to send little Jacksepticeye over. You need to guard Vanderstank at his Van Gogh after party and stop the CEO's adoring fans, even Sonar, from bothering him, and look good while doing it. I guess it's probably going to be little Jacksepticeye.
I can't do it. I need you in the field. Sorry.
That's like a real bummer, man.
It's a real bummer, man. We've encountered these thieves before. Oh, so it's like a continuation of that crime. Right, okay, cool. Compile and cross-reference past cases of this art crime ring, and then track down the known members to the hideout. I'm going to send the 2 of them, because I want his intelligence to reset. Ooh. When Golem's in a call with 2+ slots, certain ones may grant 2+ to a stat, and -1 to others while he's assigned. Do I get to do that now, or is that just something that happens by itself? But yeah, the I need him to be back into his intelligent form, because the brute form is kind of useless at the moment.
Need to find my keys. We're good.
Why do you need your keys, man? I don't know why we have weather.
A kid just robbed me. That little shit, I want him behind bars.
There's only one person that we can use, and it's Flambe.
The kid should take
I don't think that's
bars
gonna go well.
instead.
That's... Hey kid, don't go pickpocketing people, okay? Did you hear about burning down houses?
How's that?
Ooh. That's good. Got proved wrong. So what is the actual defining... Would it have been worse if she was in the negative of all of this, or... I'm still learning. Or does it need to be like above a certain... But it was above her. I'm going to try not think about it. How did this one go? Oh, it needs to land with it. It uses... Okay. So it uses the suggested statistics as a bouncing board, and then as long as your statistic graph is inside of it, and it lands inside of it, it's a win. Right, okay, so it's a mix of both doing the right thing to get the right result, as well as luck, which makes sense. Because that's just how... It's kind of like a human element, is the best way I can describe it. You have an upgrade? You do have an upgrade. You seem to be a guard-based one, so I'm going to do that one. How did you go? I expect not well. Oh, actually, that's a pretty decent amount of... Yeah, okay.
You sure we don't work on commission?
I didn't know he would, like... He had that much space in there. That's cool.
Alright, I'll snitch. Just cut me a deal, okay?
Hideout is well guarded. Stealth and use of surroundings will be key to taking that coop.
Graceful, but deadly.
In 2-slot calls, if placed in the first slot, coop gains +1 combat. If placed in the second slot, she gains +1 mobility.
Swift
Go on the
as
second
knife.
slot.
Sharp as my knife.
Invisible and an assassin, so well guarded and heavy stealth, so yeah.
Still on the clock, so okay.
How long was the last dispatcher here?
2 days. New record.
How the fuck did that happen?
I set the scar on fire. Yeah,
What the
very
fuck?
flammable. He a soul.
Oh. They caught the kid but have no idea what to do with a 12-year-old thief. If Malevola or Sonar were here, they would have picked something else. Escort him home is the best option I can think of, because I don't want the arson. The arson is convincing this guy, this kid, to like, hey, don't steal anything. You should burn it. Escort him home. It's probably not his stat bar. Actually, no, it's exactly on his stat bar. That's good.
Didn't even break a fucking sweat.
Why would you?
All of this?
It's a kid.
I'm just warming up.
After success, Flambe gains +1 combat and +1 ability. This effect stacks. All boosts reset after a failure, though. Imagine you get him on a winning streak and you just keep setting him out to things and he absolutely butchers everyone there. Alright, I'm at 40 minutes recording. Sorry if I keep looking over there. This is the first time I'm doing gameplay recording, so I don't want to have anything cut out on me. Ooh, what's going on? There's a lot of thieves in this hideout. How should the team approach them? Get the paintings out quietly or take down the thieves, not the art. Protect the art, capture the thieves. Get the paintings out quietly. We don't want to have unnecessary casualties, because I'm assuming that Coop probably won't do it calmly.
You get the paintings out. Quietly.
No promises. I'm a screamer.
What? Well, I wasn't expecting a character to be like that. Oh, an alarm clock. What is that about? I was like finishing time. Ooh, Granny's Donuts.
Grannies, I got this.
Hold up, aren't you banned?
Yeah, and I gotta get unbanned.
Okay, go for it. I'm not going to stop you.
Oh, hey, if we unionize, would Blazer kick our ass? Can I get ice
Maybe.
down here, please?
What does that mean?
She's asking for a tap-in. We got access to security cams of SDN subscribers all over our territory.
Wow, really? Is that legal?
Don't ask questions. Just always make sure to read the fine print.
I do like this. I don't know if this would be playthrough. Like, I'm definitely going to do a playthrough of this. I'm just going to go back to the main menu. Oh. Hi, Beef. I like the demo. I love the demo. Like, having all the characters interact like that a lot more often than just, like, occasionally through dialogue is pretty neat. And with Telltale before, this isn't Telltale exactly, but it's made by some of the same people, and it's based around being a Telltale-like game. Telltale before, it used to always be like a constantly just make your own decisions, and then you get put into this open world-ish type. It's not very open world. You get put in this little like detective section, and you go walking around, click on random objects. Sometimes it pertains to whatever you need to do to continue through the story. But this one seems to remove that aspect and replace the gameplay instead with the dispatch aspect. Having your character have to make these like pretty quick decisions, because you could technically pause it if you wanted to and contemplate, but it's meant to be more off the cuff. And I think I only messed up once there. And that was like the first one, so, you know, I don't know if I would really count that. But I like it. I like this game, and I'm still definitely going to buy it when it comes out, and I still might do a playthrough for it. I like the hacking game it feels like it's intended to be fast-paced. The way that the crime stat thing worked, I don't think I understood it at first. With how, like, before I played the game, I had thought it was like, just try and match up the stats, and then it'll have a percentage of a chance of working depending on how that stat lines up. I didn't know it was like a whole little mini game within itself of like a bouncing ball having to land in a certain spot, which I like, because even with your decision of picking what you think is the right hero, there's still this chance of like human error, which is just randomized luck in this case. But that human error could be just that slight little millimeter off from that ball getting into the spot that you need it to be in. And I like that, because, you know, it's something that you can't entirely control, only if you had like a character that's built entirely around solving a crime like that. One thing I'm also surprised about is that depending on which crime you send a character to, there could be a dialogue option for a hero that you might not have even sent there, because it'll instantly solve that issue for you, rather than it being a statistical chance, like the sending Invisigal and Coop to that place to get the paintings back. It gave me both the options that I could have had possible, and it just gave me an immediate win rather than having to take the chance of it just statistically happening. And I like how each of them have this discoverable like quirk, like ability to them. I don't know if I got all of them, but yeah, I'm still hyped for when this game officially comes out. Again, I don't think there is any official release date for it, and this is the soft launch demo. I don't know if they're going to make another demo that is a little bit bigger, if this is just what the demo is, but I'm happy for it. I like the demo. I didn't have any issues with the demo. I do wish that there was a kind of like visual explanation as to how the statistic thing worked. If there was, I completely missed it, but I was a little confused on how it worked. I understood that I had to get stats roughly within the same area, but I didn't know how that would affect it if it didn't immediately line up. But of course, you learn how it works after a while. I kind of just wish I knew that, like, as I was playing, but it's not something that's a necessary thing to have to teach. Still hyped for when this game comes out. I'm sorry that this isn't the Dark Suit Part 2 video. I wanted to get this Let's Play out as soon as the demo came out and before it got publicly properly announced. But next week will be the Dark Suit video, do not worry. Unless something else happens that I feel like is time necessary and can't be put into a small video. But other than, if that doesn't happen, we should be able to have the Dark Suit Part 2 video. And speaking of that video, it is still going up. It hasn't plateaued in views yet, and I'm very happy about that. I'm glad you are all still enjoying that video. Last few videos, they haven't had that same kind of attention. I don't mind. I think it's about time to plug myself. I want to hear your opinions on like this game, the demo, the playthrough, whatever, in the comment section below, and if you are also interested for when this game comes out, or what you think Ad Hoc could do to improve upon the game. I already think it's pretty good. Feel free to subscribe and hit the bell notification, because I upload once a week, maybe sometimes twice, depending on if there's something that I can do a small video about in the middle of the week. And while you're down there, you might as well like the video, as it helps push the video into the algorithm for others to see as well. And of course, as always, not sponsored.